Welcome everyone to the show. This is the Mediator. The Mediator, your program, our program, Women Empowerment Program, it's a program where you can come to report a case of violation of your human right. If your right is being violated or likely to be violated, you can come to Women Empowerment and Legal Aid. Our objective is to reconcile parties and broker pays. That is what we do. Women Empowerment and Legal Aid is a non-governmental organization that defends the rights of women and children in Nigeria. Once again, this is the Mediator. My name is Fumi Falana.
Hi, my name is Sarah Adedoyin. I'm 18 years old, and I heard about the Mediator on TV. My father is irresponsible, and he has decided to not take responsibility over me and my younger siblings because he's having issues with my mom, and he decided to take it on us, the children. And we've really been struggling, and we need financial support from him. We can't continue living this way, and I hope the Mediator can resolve this issue.
My name is Mr. Benjamin Johnson. I'm here to see the Mediator because my daughter brought me here to report a case against me, and I'm irresponsible. So that's why I'm here, and I'm not feeling happy over it. I came here to defend myself.
Welcome back to the show. Remember, this is the Mediator. This morning we have in our midst Miss Sarah. Sarah, a young lady who has come to report the violation of her right by her father, a right to socioeconomic needs. Her father has refused to provide socioeconomic needs to her. As an irresponsible father, according to her, and she has come to report the father. And like we always do on this program, we have decided to call the father to give him fair hearing and listen to his own side of the story. And that is why he is here this morning. So we have the benefit of listening to the two of them. Then we can hear them now. Can we hear your story, Sarah?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Sarah Adedoyin. I'm 18 years old. I came to report my father to you because he has decided to neglect his children. His issue is with his wife, and I still don't understand why he decided to neglect his children. He doesn't pay for school fees, he doesn't feed us, he doesn't care about us. The last 2 months, my younger...
You are Sarah Adedoyin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Last 2 months, my younger sibling was sick, Damilola. We reported the case to my father. We told him that he was sick and he needed to be treated. He ignored it.
Do you live together or you live separately?
No, we live with our mom.
Yes. Since when have you been living with your mom?
We've been living with her for the past 10 years.
For the past 10 years. Apparently when you were 8.
Yes.
And you are 3. Are you 3 children?
We are 4.
You are 4.
I'm the eldest.
And you are all in school?
No, we're not in school. I can't go to school because we can't afford it.
You can't afford to go to school, and your father has not been providing for you?
He has another family that he cares for.
Oh, so he actually abandoned this family and took up another family?
Yes.
After 4 children?
Yes.
So where do you live now?
We stay at Surulere.
With your parents?
Yes.
Or with
my
your
mom? Yes.
Yes. And what does your mom do?
She sells in the market. She sells goods in the market, yes. Like pepper and...
Is she remarried?
No, she's single.
Are you the only one not in school?
We're all not in school, ma.
Oh, you are not in school, all
yes.
of you?
Yes.
So what do you do at home?
I assist my mom in the market.
Oh, you have a father. Have you had time to go to your father?
Yes.
To ask him to send you to school and your siblings?
Yes, ma. I went to his house last week and this man beat me up. He beat me up and kicked me out of his house. And his children were there.
So for the past 8 years, has he been speaking with you, talking to you?
He doesn't talk to us. We call. I try to
Do
reach
you
out
go
to
to
him.
see him in
Yes,
his house?
yes. I try to reach out to him. I try to create that father-daughter relationship with him, but I don't know, the hatred he has towards my mother, he passed it on to the children.
And what is his reason for not taking responsibility?
He has no reason. He has no reason at all. He just despises our mom and he passed it on to us.
So when you come to his house, he chases you away or what? Or
He chases me away. He doesn't want any relationship.
So it doesn't even bother whether you eat or not?
Doesn't care.
Does he give you maintenance, allowance?
Nothing.
And he has another wife now
Yes.
that lives with him.
Yes.
Does he have children now?
He has children.
No. How many?
He has 4 boys.
So he has 8 children now. Okay, your own siblings, are they all girls?
No.
Or boys and girls?
3 girls, 1 boy.
3 girls, 1 boy. Okay. So how did you get to know about women empowerment?
True, I saw it on TV.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Johnson, you have been listening to your daughter. Can you tell us your side of the story?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I am Mr. Benjamin Johnson. My daughter came here to report me that I'm irresponsible.
Hold on before you go on. You are Mr. Benjamin Johnson.
Yes.
And this is your daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
She said she's Sarah Adedoyin. So why is she not Sarah Benson, Johnson?
Yeah, ma'am. The issue is that her mother,
Yes.
we have been living a life that is parallel to each other. We never come to an agreement in anything we do. The problem is that why they are bearing that Benjamin Johnson, what are they doing?
Yes.
Is because the woman, my wife, my ex-wife, he decided to pack her things and leave my house.
Yes.
And took the children away from me.
And so you disowned the children?
When he took the children away from me,
Yes.
he refused to put them in school to use the surname that I'm having. Rather, he used her own surname.
Why did she use her surname?
The issue...
Did she tell you are no longer the father?
He said that I'm no longer the father of my biological children.
Why?
I just don't know.
She did that because you were not taking responsibility.
She always, look at the way she's talking. She's behaving like her mother.
But remember...
You have no respect. She's not disciplined.
If you were taking responsibility over me and your children...
taking care of her when she was with me, but she always gave me headache.
Is that why you now abandon them?
When she left me...
The wife left you?
She left me.
And you left your children for her?
There was a time I went to meet her that she should give my children back to me. She refused. And he used them against me.
But your daughter said that she came to you and you chased her away.
Because now he has pushed me outside to go and marry another woman. And when I married another woman, the one that even pays me, changing her name to Adedoyin when when I am Mr.
You got married
Johnson.
and neglected us.
Now listen to me. For how long were you married?
15 years.
You were married for 15 years?
Yeah.
And you had your children back to back, 4 children?
Yes, ma'am.
When did they leave your house?
They left me 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. They left you about 10 years ago. And since the time they left you, what were your arrangements as to taking care of these children?
She never allowed me to even do anything. But when I go there to try to make amends so that I can be able to even at least take care of my children, she pushed me, she called the police for me.
Now, Mr. Johnson, did you marry immediately they left the house? Immediately you separated from their mother, you remarried?
Few months.
Just within getting to, let me say, a year.
About a year. Few months. Yeah, she said few months. That's
few months.
Like 11 months, 10 months. So I want to believe because you remarried, you forgot your first family, your 4 children and the wife.
Ma, if someone cannot bear my son name, then it's no longer, I cannot be able to tolerate that. Because he has already even told me that they are not my children, I should not even near them, I should not even...
And you decided to neglect us.
What happened before she changed their surnames? Why did you think she had to change their surnames? Because it's unusual for somebody to just wake up one day and say, I want to change the surname of my children, except the DNA says otherwise.
No, from the time we were together.
Yes.
That's
when you were together, were they answering your name?
They were answering my name.
At what point? Yes, listen to me. Because I want you to be honest here now.
Yes.
At what point did they change their names?
When she started putting them in school. When she packed out and started putting them in school.
Very good. When she packed out, did you make arrangements as to the maintenance of these children and how they will go to school?
That's when I went to meet her to tell her that I want to take care of my children and in terms of their school.
So
she pushed me out.
She said no.
Yes, she said
okay,
no.
Did you call the children themselves because they are not? As at that time, the eldest was about 8, so she could
she
understand.
started instigating this one, especially this one that is here. Started instigating her against me.
She did not.
Yes, before she started that, did you at any point in time call her to say, I want to put you in school? And she said she doesn't want to go to school.
The mother refused them to get close to me. It's when she's now older that she's trying to come to me now.
At the time you were about to go to school, did you tell your father?
I came to him. The reason why I went to his house was because I wanted to talk to him about school. None of us are in school. I gained admission, and I could not go to school because I can't pay.
So when you went to him, what did he say?
He chased me out of his house. He beat me. He doesn't have any relationship with us.
Did you hear that? Is that correct?
I did not beat her up.
But you chased her out.
I only tell her that your mother should go and change your name back to my son's name. That's when I will recognize you as my daughter. Because I've already told you that I'm not his biological daughter.
How did you get to
she's
know?
Not my biological
How did you get to know they have changed their names?
Yes, if you see a certificate that the one that he passed from primary school and in secondary school.
Who sent her to that school? Because you didn't send her to school now.
It's her mother that sent her to the school where we...
Don't you think it was because you didn't send her to school? That was why she refused.
But that doesn't give her the right to change my name.
But you
have
the right to neglect your duty.
I've already met the woman before. I've met the mother that, look, please, let me be off.
Okay, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. We have been listening to Sarah and the father. Quite an interesting story. I'm sure we must have learned 1 or 2 lessons. Before I go on to give my decision according to the law, does anybody have any opinion here this morning? Yes. Tell us your opinion and your name. Yes.
My name is Abdulmajid Abdulkoyum. Sir, what of the second wife started disrespecting you? Are you going to marry another 3rd wife and have 4 children with her?
Thank you. What I said is, now you told us you have another wife and you have another 4 children. Yeah. Now, he's saying, and your story is that the first wife was disrespectful. That was why you abandoned her and you married another one. Now, you had 4 children initially, now again 4 children. If this present one begins again to be disrespectful, quoted and unquote, will you leave her again and marry the 3rd wife and have another 4 children, making 12 now? That's the question.
Yeah, thank you very much. Disrespect goes a long way. Violent, somebody is violent, somebody don't even respect you, don't respect your family. I think I can't take that.
Okay.
Do you expect her to sit still when you're pounding her behind closed doors?
I can't keep quiet when I'm talking. I can't take that. Because somebody that is violent, even Bible says.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yes, we have heard you. She was violent. The question is, if this present one becomes violent again,
Yes.
you will chase her out again. We want to believe that you will chase her away again and marry another one.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. We'll get back to you. Yes, does anybody have another opinion there?
Yes, I do.
Yes, please.
I have
Your name?
a question.
Your name, sir?
Yes, my name is Shola. Mr. Johnson, from the way you've spoken, you sound like you don't have respect for women. So my question is actually to Sarah. You said that he pounded your mom behind the door. So in a way, I think we need to address the fact that is your dad, your biological father, a wife beater?
Yes, he is.
Has he done it on several occasions?
Yes, he does.
Right.
Did you hear that? She's asking that you are a wife beater.
I doesn't beat my wife.
Physical
I
battle.
doesn't beat my wife. The issue is that when she's becoming violent, I leave the house.
You just slap her.
I leave the house for
That's
her.
a lie.
And this thing continues to make me to be depressed. A woman is supposed to be like a medicine to a man,
Okay.
not to be somebody that is violent.
Mr. Johnson, according to Sarah, said you are violent too. She said you are violent too, that you even had cause to beat her up when she came to ask you to send her to school. That was her story.
I didn't beat her. I only tell her that she should go and meet her.
And you chased her out.
That she should go and meet her mother. Let her mother do the rightful thing by changing her name. That's the only thing I said. If he's burying my son, no problems. Then I will not.
Which one came first? Not sending her to school or burying your surname? Because it is in school that she puts down the surname now. You didn't send her to school.
But it's
The
not
one
like
that
for her
should
to
come
be
first, the one that should come first is you sending her to school.
Yes.
Then it is in the school that she will begin to answer your name. You want your name answered, but you don't want to take responsibility.
If she answer my name, every full
You will
responsibility
not
I
take
will.
responsibility.
Yes, we are saying it is responsibility first before the answering of your name. Because she will answer your name in school, but you refuse to put her in school. So she decided to answer the name of the person that put her in school. So you have you donated her and your duties to another person.
It's the mother
And that is bad enough.
brainwashed them.
Okay, we'll get back to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Does anybody have any other opinion there? Yes, tell us your name.
My name is Rejoice Asa,
Yes,
and my question is to Mr. Johnson Benjamin.
yes.
So, sir, all through the session, I listened to you repeatedly mention that your child no longer bears your name, and as a result, you are not taking responsibility. I need to understand the relationship between the bearing of your name and you taking responsibility for a right as fundamental as education to your child. How does that relate? If she does not bear your name, she should be denied education? Is that what you're saying, sir?
Thank you. Did you hear that? That the fact that she does not answer your name should not deprive her of her right to education, which is a right guaranteed to her under the Constitution of this country.
But the issue here is this. Somebody not bearing my name, it's like I'm outside the picture.
But-
I'm not her father. It's like I'm not her father.
Besides sending her to school, do you feed them? When I say them, I mean herself and her sibling. How about accommodation? Because these are the things you are expected to provide to your children. And we call them socioeconomic needs under the law. They are your responsibility, your duties. And if you fail to provide this, you are committing an offense. Do you provide shelter, food, and education?
But it's the mother that took them away.
But you can find
And I
them.
wanted to do, I went there to tell her that I want these children back. Let me take care of them. I'm the one that is supposed to be responsible for their upkeep.
I don't even know if
But
I
she
should call you.
refused me.
I don't even know
I
if I
tell
should
you
call you
that-
my father. Because I don't know if I
That's
should call you my
okay,
father.
that's okay. Don't be emotional. Yes. Go on.
Have you ever sat her down and questioned her why she doesn't want to give us to you? Have you ever done that?
Did
I've
you?
done that.
That's
You have
okay.
not.
That's okay. Don't be emotional. Can you see you pop up the emotion of your daughter because of your responsibility? Now listen to me. When they were leaving your house, did you make arrangements of where these children will live? Where they will be staying? When the mother was leaving your house, when you were parting ways with your wife, did you make arrangements as to where they will live?
I did not even know when she left. I only just asked till I discovered that where she was staying.
Okay, you came back from work and you met that she had gone, isn't it?
Yes.
Very well. When you discovered, did you take steps to look for your children?
I took the step to look for.
What did you do to look for them? How far did you go?
I called some of his family members. They told me that she was staying in Surulere.
So you went to Surulere.
I went there to meet her.
And you picked your children. She refused you to pick your children.
I tell her that she should come back to the house. She said she's not coming.
Okay.
And I said, okay, what about my children? Let me take my children along.
Yes,
she said no. That I'm not even their biological father.
Then did you send money? Did you send money to them for food and they rejected it?
When somebody, I can't do that again now, because he has decided to live our own life.
You are interested in who is their father. At any point in time, was there any dispute before that time as to the paternity of the children?
So many.
No, I mean before you parted ways.
Yes, there were disputes now. We have a lot of disputes.
Yes, but there was no time you told her you are not the father. Before then. And she didn't tell you you are not the father before that time. Yes. So you both agreed that you were the father until that time.
On that time.
Thereafter, did you now say, okay, I want to send them to school? And she said, no, don't take them to school.
Yeah, that was when I went and met her, but she refused.
And thereafter, did you make further efforts?
No.
When your daughter came to meet you, did you ask her why she's not in school and that you were ready, prepared to send her to school? Did you send for your daughter, come, Sarah, I want to send you to school? And she said, I don't want to go to school.
She was even using them against me. So I decided to just let everything go and let me be at peace.
And so you
let her be at peace.
I was young. I could see how you were treating her. Of course, I would react that way.
So I decided to live my own life and marry another woman who will listen to me.
That's okay. You have been listening to Mr. Ben Johnson, and Sarah, the daughter. Sarah claims the father has been irresponsible, and you have listened to him. According to him, he refused to take responsibility and perform his duties. He abandoned the first family and married another wife, and he has another 4 children. He had 4 before and another 4 now. He abandoned the first 4 children, and I hope he's also taking care of the 4 he has
I'm
with
taking
him now.
care of the 4 children.
And as a matter of fact, it is clear from what they have said that he was in the habit of beating up the wife as well as the daughter. I will be right back. Welcome back. Remember, it is still the mediator. Now, my decision, Mr.
Benjamin Johnson.
Mr. Benjamin Johnson. Under the law, it is your duty to take full responsibility for your children, your family. And as a matter of fact, when I talk about full responsibility, you are under the duty to provide socioeconomic needs. And what are these under the law? Shelter, food, education, and of course, the daily needs. Those are the things the law requires that you do. And where you refuse to provide this, it is assumed that you are committing a crime. In Lagos State, there is a law against domestic violence. And when we talk about domestic violence, it could be emotional, it could be deprivation of socioeconomic needs. Exactly what you are doing. And of course, it can be physical battery. So what you have done or what you are currently doing is, number 1, committing an offense under the law of domestic violence, wife battery, which you were, of course, beating your wife, and denial of socioeconomic needs, which is both emotional and psychological violence, abuse against your children. And if we take you to court, you will go to prison, 3 years imprisonment. It is a crime under the law. But we are not going to take you to court. The beauty of coming here is to broker peace. And that is why the mediator is always available to reconcile parties. And so now that you are here, you know that you have not done what you are supposed to do. Unfortunately, you have almost destroyed the future of these children. You have not denied paternity, and Sarah has not told us you are not their father. If you refuse to take care of them, the tendency is for them not to recognize you as their father. But if you are now ready to take responsibility, I am sure they will be ready to answer your name, if that is your problem. Remember, what you did to your first wife, you are likely going to do to the present one. And I want to let you know that you are one of those people contributing to the problem of the society. From this man alone, audience, he has 8 children already, and he's still counting. 4 of them are not going to school. So where do you want them to end? You want them to end under the bridge in prostitution or drug trafficking or different types of crime, because they are susceptible to different types of criminal acts now because there is no means of livelihood. And what you have done is you have contributed to the problem of the society. I must tell you that I am not happy with you. And of course, the laws of this country will take its course. You will be sent to jail. If I decide to file a case against you, there is no way you won't go to jail. And I want to therefore let you know that your children are not too old to go back to school. If I ask you to send them back to school, will you be ready now? Now that you are here, Mr. Benjamin Johnson, will you be prepared to take responsibility of these children, or you want me to press a case against you and you go to jail? What do you want?
I will take responsibility of that.
Yes,
upkeep now.
I am happy about that. So your father is going to change from now. He is going to begin to take responsibility. So you are 18.
Yes, ma'am.
Unfortunately, it may be very difficult for you now to go and start. Did you go as far as primary education?
Yes,
You finished primary education? Yes, it is still not late for you to go to secondary school. So you are going to enroll your children in school. And the beauty of it is every child is entitled to education. It is their right. Besides the fact that you deprive them of the right under this, of their right to socioeconomic needs, you have also deprived them the right to education, and it is again another crime under the Child's Right Law. Section 15 of the Child's Right Law specifies that every Nigerian child shall have right to education. As a matter of fact, education is not costly to JSS school. It is free in Nigeria. So you have no basis. And under the Child's Right Law, any ward or parent that refuses to send his or her child to school is committing an offense again. You are committing an offense again. And that again will earn you an imprisonment term. So you are breaking many laws, committing different types of crimes. And I'm glad you have vowed now that you will send them to school and you will take up responsibility for your children. So Sarah, please, after now, you will meet your father and arrange how you can see your siblings and how you can go back to school. Then you will tell us how much you want to be paying for their maintenance, feeding allowance every month. How much can you afford? It is your duty, and you must do it.
Yes.
How much can you afford to give them? 4 children. How much can you afford to give them every month for feeding?
I'm a civil servant, so...
You are a civil servant, yes. I say 30,000 naira. Is that too much for you? Of course, 30,000 naira is too small, but because you say you are a civil servant, how much is your salary?
My salary is 60.
Oh, okay. So your salary is 60. I give you 20,000 naira because you have another family. Yes, you will be able to conveniently pay 20,000 naira. Your mother can augment that. Every month, you are expected to pay them 20,000 naira as feeding allowance. Besides that, you are sending them to school. So we're going to ask you to come back again, Sarah, in the next 1 month. No, I give you 2 months to make arrangements as to how to go to school. In the next 2 months, that's by the end of next month, you come and tell us the progress you have made so far and whether your father has enrolled you, 4 of you, in school.
Thank you, ma.
Is that clear? Are you happy?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you happy, Mr. Benson?
I'm
Yes, either you are happy or not. These are your responsibilities. You must do them.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm sure you have been enjoying the story of Sarah and her father, and I'm sure you must have learned 1 or 2 lessons. And to those listening to us at home, it's a very good case, and I'm sure you must have listened and you must have learned lessons. Remember, our decision is that the right of the child to education is sacrosanct. Nobody can take it away from them. And so Mr. Ben must go back and enroll them in school, and they must take responsibility. Under the law, it is a crime not to send your child to school. It is also a crime under the domestic violence law not to deprive your children of socioeconomic needs. We have given him 2 months to redress all the wrongs he has done, and in the next 2 months, he will come back to report to us. That is the reason for coming is to broker peace. And we are happy today that the 2 of them will be going back home happy and, of course, reunited. Don't forget, this is Women Empowerment and Legal Aid. If your right is being violated or likely to be violated, please remember Women Empowerment is available to redress your rights for you. You can reach us at number 25 Adekunle Fajuiwe, GRA Ikeja, or number 20 Anuoluwapo Street, Agege. We are also present on social media. You can reach us on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Until next week, I say have a wonderful day. God bless you.
I appreciate the fact that the mediator have enlightened me about the law that is binding me to my children. So I feel happy that he has told me many things on what to do, and that the name is not the matter, but I should take responsibility by taking care of my family, putting them in school, more especially my children, and providing for their upkeep.